Hi everyone, I hope you're all okay today. So I thought we would do our next page in Kerby's Dark Fairytales. And I'm going to try something I've not done before, so I'm a little bit nervous, if I am honest. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so we are going to be using water-based markers. Yeah, I'm nervous. But yeah, so I've kind of, I don't know, I just had an image for this page and I just want it to be kind of purple. So that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I guess we'll just get started and see how it goes. So these are just some cheap dual-ended markers. You know, one end's got like a fine liner, the other end's got, you know, one of those like foam rubber brush type things. And is there somewhere I can start with? It's kind of tucked away somewhere. Maybe if we just start down here and see how it goes. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what I want really apart from purple. So I thought we could just kind of base it and see how it goes. And I am kind of terrified about the leaf through, but so far it's looking okay. Sorry, my throat is just awful today. Yeah. So, how is everyone? We've had an interesting couple of weeks. Not last week, but the week before. The cat Mochi went missing. He was gone for 4 days, which is not like him in the slightest. It was over the bank holiday weekend, and you know, we were out looking for him, calling, put up posters, all of that, and just no sign of him at all. And then early, what would it be, Wednesday morning, about 1:15, he just turned up, absolutely starving hungry and thirsty, but apart from that he was fine. So yeah, that aged me by about 20 years, I think. Honestly, cats, who would have them? But yeah, he's... Sorry, I am gonna just be constantly checking here because, yeah. No, it's the same. Yeah, because he doesn't go far. He really doesn't. He doesn't wander. He definitely doesn't miss, you know, breakfast, dinner for 4 days in a row. No. Not something that he does. So we think that he may have got kind of locked in a shed or something, and you know, with it being bank holiday, people were away and didn't realise until they got back. That's what we're thinking, but obviously, you know, we don't know. But yeah, it was horrible. Okay, yeah, okay, we're looking good. I am actually kind of surprised. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been quite so stressed in my life before. But he's back, and it's all good. I have ordered a tracker for him, because I'm not doing that again. So I'm kind of just hoping that he will wear the collar that comes with it and accept it. But who knows? If not, then I'll just have to send it back. And just hope that it doesn't happen again. So yeah, that is what happened with that. So this is way lighter than I'm gonna want it to be, but you know, it's just a start, just a base coat. Sorry, I just moved. I probably shouldn't, because I think I am quite close to. Yeah. So yeah, that's my little story. So how have you all been? Were you away for the bank holiday? Did you get much colouring done? I know it's mermaid. Have you been colouring any mermaids? I think I've done 2 finished pages so far of mermaids, and I am working on another one. So that's good, because to be honest, I normally tend to only get like 1 mermaid done. It's not that I don't like colouring them, and just, I don't know, colour other things, I guess. So I've been tempted to get another copy of this, because I think this is his best book by far. I mean, oh my days, it is amazing. My favourite was Mythic World, and now I don't know, it might be this one. So further, I think it's further down. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to turn out. So please bear with me, I'm just experimenting. Yeah, there's not much really to say about this at the moment. Just doing a base coat currently, and then I will look at doing some details, or maybe I will just leave this as a base coat and go in with pencils, but I'm not feeling pencils too much at the moment, because everything I have been working on currently is pencils. And the one mermaid page is quite detailed. And it is taking a while. And I kind of just feel like I want a bit of a break from pencils. Now normally when that happens I would just go to watercolour. But all I've done in this book so far has been watercolour. And I don't know if, you know, people mind that or not. So yeah, I thought that we would just have a go with some water-based markers. This is, I completely blame Amy for with her water-based marker colourings in Kerby's. Yeah, she has some serious talent. Really, really does. She is amazing. I'm sure you all know Amy. Yeah, I just never thought of using water-based markers in a Kerby book, you know? Yeah, nothing's gone through. I'm actually kind of surprised. So that's kind of cool. And also water-based markers, you know, are pretty bright and vibrant, which is another reason why I've kind of wanted to use them. I have a vision. Whether I can do it is a completely different thing, but I have a vision, so we'll see. So this will probably be in a few parts, maybe, I don't know, I'll be completely honest. Or this may be mostly just me sitting here thinking, what do I want to do next? So yeah, I bought some books last night. I went on AliExpress and got some Chinese colouring books. So I've got a couple, but there were ones that I really wanted. And then looking on there, I just came across some random, random ones that I thought could be kind of cool. One of them, I don't think it's like meant to be a colouring book. It's just a compilation of line art. And I think it's like 5,000 pages or something ridiculous like that, split into like 4 or 5 books, I think. And I found there's one which looks like it's a floral one, and one which I think is animals. So I got both of those, and I managed to find them for about £7 each. So I thought that was pretty good. And then there was another one that I came across which was more expensive. It was about £24. But that looks interesting. And I got another of Gugalies. And then, is it Dada Mal? I got 3 of his. One of them I've already got. But it was like a bundle set of 3 of them. And that was like £22. Whereas if I bought them separately, the 2 I wanted would have been like nearly £20 anyway. So I just thought, well, I'll just get, the next one. An extra of the other one. English is hard. So yeah, we'll see what I want to do. I might just, sell it on or something, or just have a second copy. I'm not really someone to have multiple copies of the same book. Well, except for the fact that I've got 3 copies of Tatiana Bergama's Still Nice Little Town compilation book, but that's because a certain rabbit seems to really like the taste of that book, and she has chewed all 3 of them. So I'm probably gonna have to get another one of those at some point, because yeah, I really like that book, and I actually want to work in it, but I don't want to work in it with giant chunks of pages taken out of it. Anyway, yeah, that is a thing that happens in this house. I am looking at a video in this room, and I'm going to get bookshelves with doors on it, I think. Just like, cupboard with doors to put everything in. So that way she won't be able to get to them unless she learns to open one of the doors, which I wouldn't put past her, to be honest. But, at least they're going to be a little bit more safe, I guess. Okay, still no bleed through. Yeah. Because currently they're just stacked in piles. I've got 2 like really big, deep IKEA drawers, and everything's just stacked on in there. Like, I've got some, storage crates, and then there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piles of colouring books stacked there. But sometimes things fall down. Sometimes Madam will jump up there or reach up there and yeah, have a little munch. So yeah. Okay, so I want to bring in some other colours. I was like, maybe not, but now I'm thinking, maybe. Okay, this might be good. See, this is where I am going to start obsessing. Like going over and doing different layers, because I know it's dry, but it's still like, I'm really curious if you can actually wash these out with water. Oop, just throwing everything around. Yep, okay. So just don't know. I don't know if this will do anything. Oh, okay. Well, kind of not. I don't know. That's not what we're doing anyways. I was just wondering. Yep, still fine. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the tips of all the feathers, and there's more of the like red violet kind of colour. And we'll see how that goes. And then obviously I want some shadows, so we will be going in with a dark purple to do that. Just trying to remember, what did I do last? I did that bit last, didn't I? So we kind of go up here. And we're just going to do varying amounts of that colour. I don't want them all, you know, stopping in the exact same place, because that's just going to look weird. So I was thinking of doing one of the Little Mermaid pages. Obviously, you know, it's Mermaid. But I don't yet have a vision, really, for them. I'm starting to get one. But, like I said, I could kind of clearly see how I wanted this page. So I thought, well, we'll do this one. I think I know how I want to do the one next to it as well. If anyone is interested, I'm thinking of that one, of having, you know, the duckling being, you know, a little yellow, basically, like, you know, they are. And with like a glow, kind of glow around him, and then all the other birds quite dark. That is what I'm thinking for him. And maybe do the birds on the outside in these kind of purples. To kind of tie the two pages together a bit. I'm not entirely sure, I haven't quite made up my mind, but that's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment for that one. But yeah, this page, I can just see purple. And I don't know why, because you do not get purple swans. That's for sure. I was considering doing him, you know, swan colour, white. But I was like, no. That's just too, I don't know, you know, too obvious to me. I want to do something different, so yeah. So this is actually quite fun, just using these markers. Now I am not feeling quite so panicked about bleed through. I'm kind of enjoying it. And obviously, you know, it is way faster. What else? So yeah, I know I say this in every one of my dark fairy tale videos, but this is going to be a full book colour along on my channel. So that means I want to film every single page that I do. So you can follow along if you want to, or you know, stick me on in the background. Just maybe get some ideas for what you might want to do, whatever. So these are kind of just all kind of clumped together, so I'm not worrying too much about where I put this colour. I just want to kind of get it on. Still good. It's still good. Okay. Now I think I'm going to do the top of his head. Just in that purple. Okay, now I'm going to go with the darker purple. And start adding in some shadow. Sorry, I'm just checking time. Because I have some washing to put out. And I need to put glue as well. If you hear that sound, by the way, that is my air freshener. I don't know about that colour. That's more a bit too blue, I think. Maybe that one. So that looks a bit stark. To be honest, that doesn't really look a huge amount different, does it? But, we're starting to get a little bit of ghosting coming through there. Yeah, okay, that's just because I went over it while it was still a bit wet. It's fine. I really hope I'm in camera, by the way. I've got my iPad quite high up so I don't hit my head on it. and it's difficult to see what you're seeing. So I'm kind of just doing this flicking motion, I guess, for everything. To kind of taper it off a little bit, so it's not just, you know, a line. It's still kind of a line, but you know what I mean, maybe. And we want that to be dark. And down here. Just in case you can't tell, I have no clue what I'm doing with this. I really don't. Yeah, really don't. But we'll see. We will see. You know, if I don't like how it looks with the marker, I can always go over it with a pencil. You know, I can go over all of it with pencil. I can go over a little bit with pencil. Let's get this in here. I want some shadow. If the worst comes to worst, I can get out, you know, my acrylic paint pens or acrylic paint and just do it like that. I think we'll be okay. So I wouldn't say I'm a beginner when it comes to using, you know, water-based markers. I use them quite a lot. But normally tends to be on single-sided books, not double-sided, and not on, you know, like a favourite. Okay. I'm just gonna get in. I don't know if I like that. So I might leave that for now. Okay. So I want another colour. Let's see. That might be good. should have done this one in the first place, I think. No, it gets quite deep there, so I quite like that. So, I know people tend to not overly like water-based markers because, you know, they can streak and everything, but honestly, I find them pretty good to use. I don't really have much in the way of streaking on here at the moment. It's, yeah, all pretty good. And anywhere where it kind of is streaking, you can always fix it. Everything can be fixed. And yeah, I know, I need to listen to myself more. But you know, yeah, everything can be fixed. And if for some reason you can't fix it, then just, you know, chalk it up to a learning experience. Like, you can guarantee you've learned something. So, yeah, to me, I'm doing a little bit much, I think, there. What was I saying? Yeah, I like water-based markers probably more than I like alcohol markers. Once you kind of learn how to use them, they're just really good. They're quite forgiving, in my opinion. Yeah, they'll bleed through if you're not careful. But, you know, alcohol markers bleed through no matter what, so it's kind of like, well, yeah, you know. Okay, let's start up here. So I'm just kind of trying to follow, you know, where Kerby's put the shadows in here. And we'll see how it goes. Sorry, it's probably boring as hell. So I've got nothing to talk about really. Yeah. We're okay. We are okay. Now, me have a drink a second, actually. Thinking. Maybe let's go back to our lighter colour. And go back over. See if that can kind of blend these in together a bit more. Where did I start, finish, end? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, still be wet there. I can't remember which side I finished with. Important to remember if you want to make sure everything's dry, which you kind of do. You want to make sure everything's dry before you go adding in layers. Otherwise you might have a bit of a bad time. I think that's starting to come along a bit, isn't it? Just go over these little ones again. And these. And then we can go back up here. I did that bit, didn't I? Over these. I'm gonna have a huge spot there. Yeah. We're just gonna go over. These areas again. I'm trying not to go over the same spot multiple times, but you know, if it happens, it happens. couple of little bleed through bits, but I think that should be easy enough to cover it. I haven't decided what I want to do with the feet or the beak. I think maybe, don't know. Let's try this. One of the deeper purple. That was not the deeper purple. Whatever. This was the deeper purple. Well, when that's dry, we'll go over that with this one. And then that should deepen up those middle bits more. Should, she says. Right. Okay, so this is kind of wet at the moment. So I don't really want to do anything there. So let's go and make a start on these feathers. Just gonna flick some of this colour in. That one looks like it's kind of folded over. That's like grass, isn't it, I think. I don't know if I am going to stick to just purple still for that, or what I'm going to do. So we will leave those for now, until I've made a decision. I can't speak. It's quite wet. Okay. And let's do his beak in this one. I think. And then we can go and put this at the tips of the feathers, just like we did on him. So I'm trying to just kind of jump around a bit, just to give things a chance to dry. Do I want to go back? But yeah, if you want to do something like this, it's all just about layering, really. It's exactly the same I do with pencils. Yeah, you just layer. but you just want to make sure you know, kind of let things dry in between, and then just layer up as you go. Okay, I think I'm kind of getting to the end of this for today, because I do just need to leave it alone and just let it dry. There isn't much else I can kind of do until that has happened. I don't think. But yeah, I think I'm liking how it's coming along. Just go over those again. Okay, I think we're going to call it there for now, before I ruin it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Still a long way to go, I think, and I probably will do a little bit of pencil work, maybe. Not much, but I'll do a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do what I need to get done, and then we'll probably come back and continue. So we'll give it a couple of hours just so we know it's completely dried out. Yeah, and then we'll continue and see where we go. I've got no idea what I want to do for the background. I was thinking purple, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do black with a bit of purple in it. Yeah, I don't know. I need to think about it. But thank you very much if you have made it this far. And let me know what you think. I'm quite liking it, actually. Yeah, I like how it's coming along. So hopefully it'll look good when it's done. So I'll see you a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Bye.